Abbi J, and today I'm going to share with you a goal achieving technique that you can use for a lot of your goals that are simple, a little bit more clearly defined, and goals that we just kind of want to achieve, check them off our list, and get them done. These might be some of the goals that you've had for forever and you've been meaning to get around to them, but there's no urgency behind them, but it would be nice to get them done. This tip is going to help you cross all those things off your list almost overnight. So let's get down to this tip for how to achieve your goals faster. So if you are like me, we have our list of goals that we're working on, and hopefully we're writing those more than just in January, right? But we have our list of goals that we're working on, and then we always throw in a couple goals that would be like nice. Like for me, it's always like, I want to read a new book. I want to go to this place. I want to buy this thing, right? Things that are nice, it would be awesome. They might help us grow in some ways. Like I would say reading a book helps us grow intellectually, right? They might just be fun to do. They might be things that we've always wanted to do, but there's no urgency behind them, right? I could read a book now, I could read a book next month, even though maybe I want to achieve it sooner than later, it doesn't really matter, right? So I want you to think about a goal that you have that maybe is like that. The example I use today is like apply for a job. So if you have a goal like, okay, this year I just want to maybe apply for a new job, right? I'm fine at my old job, but maybe I'll just like throw my hand out there, apply for some new jobs. No real urgency behind it. A technique that I want to challenge you to use when it comes to those type of goals is called the move up the deadline technique. And so what we do is we take a goal like, okay, I want to apply for a new job this month, or I want to read a new book this month. So yes, we could do that anytime, and that's why these goals tend to fall off our radar. So if we move up the deadline, we're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna apply for a job today, or I have to pick out a new book at the library by tomorrow. And the reason that this is effective is all of a sudden we give this goal some urgency. And I have found that personally, I like this goal setting technique when it comes to these kind of black and white, no urgency, clearly defined goals, because it kind of makes it a little bit fun. All of a sudden it's like, whoa, wow, I could brush up my resume and I can get this done. Yeah, I think I could maybe do this in an hour, right? And so this goal technique really works for those goals that are just kind of lagging behind on your goal list, or maybe goals that you put on your goal list every single year that you're like, man, I have told myself that I'm going to read a new book, but I haven't in the last like 3 years, right? So move up the deadline. Tell yourself that you have to do that by today. Tell yourself that you have to do it by this week. It will blow your mind how easy and how simply you can achieve those goals when we just start it. Now, let me tell you why this goal technique works of moving up the deadline. It works for the simple reason that starting is the hardest part of any goal. And so, yeah, going to the library, picking out a new book, that's not hard at all, right? That should actually be fun and enjoyable. And yet it's something that we don't need to do or have to do, and so we forget about it. It's also hard to get ourselves in the car, to drive to the library, to find what kind of book we want, right? It all feels so hard. So instead of doing it, we say, well, I'll just do it next week when I have more time. Okay, if I told myself I have to have a new book within the next 2 hours, guess what? We don't even think. We get in the car, we go to the library, and within probably 30 minutes, you have achieved that goal. Now, going back to our example of applying for a job, if we said, okay, I've had this goal for forever and I need to just do it. Okay, how hard is it to just start to Google places to brush up your resume? And then I bet, and this happens to me a lot when I go for these goals, you probably can apply for 5 jobs this week without even thinking about it. So I want to challenge you that if you've got some of those goals that are just lagging behind, they don't have any urgency, but you still do want to achieve them, try this goal setting technique, this goal achieving technique of moving up the deadline and giving your goals some urgency. It will blow your mind, and the bonus that comes with this goal setting technique is that you get like a little boost in your goal like confidence, and you get all those endorphins of having accomplished something that you've wanted to do for a while. And you also start to work on your self-discipline of saying, hey, when I tell myself I'm going to do something by Friday, gosh dang it, I am going to do something by Friday. So those are all wonderful skills that we want to develop. So I would challenge you, find one goal that you've had that you wanted to get done for forever, move up that deadline, and let me know how it goes. So leave a comment down below. You can find me on Instagram at Abbi Winslow, but let me know how this goal achieving technique works for you of moving up the deadline. So that's my quick tip for you today. I hope it helps you out. And if you are a teenager looking to master young adulthood and beyond, please check out my channel, abbiwinslow.com, and please subscribe. So can't wait to see you in my next video. Abbi J out.